So the next step is to basically go towards the checkout page, right? So the user has finished their shopping experience and they're now pressing the checkout button. So if we go with the checkout button, we are first going with the check users details output node. If we go there, go towards the main flow, you will see that we have a check users details, and then we go inside the check if customer details exist flow. If we go here, let's say open the subflow, then we will check for a few values. And the few values will be if the first name has any value, is not guessed, and also has a street address value. If not, that means that they most likely did not register yet. And from here, we need to register an account first. So instead of asking a bunch of questions, right, we are going with a simple form capture. So here is where the mini app comes into play. Inside the form generator, basically this is just a form generator, you will see that we create a user's form URL. So once a form has been created, we get a URL back. We save that inside the custom field form._URL. Then we will give them a form submit details field, right? So instead of asking 10 questions, what is your first name, last name, a street address, postcode or zip code, city and country and stuff like that, we just let them fill that in directly inside the form instead of the chatbot with every single question. So this is a little bit more user friendly, we think. You can also switch this around. So if you do not want to use this form app, you can always ask the questions separately. So that is totally up to you. We implemented a form to make it a little bit easier. Inside the submit details button, we basically have this form URL, and this will take the user towards the form details. Once the form has been filled, it will automatically trigger a new flow. And if we take a look under automations and triggers, and under the automations triggers, as you can see here, we need to add an additional trigger. And this trigger should be added for you during the template installation. So we will update this for you automatically. But basically what this does is we are going with a new trigger. And if we scroll all the way down, we have the mini app trigger, form capture customers details, new form submitted. So if we go with this one, we can basically save all the context towards the user fields, right? So the first name can go towards the first name, the last name can go towards the last name, the email can go towards the email system field, the street address we can just search for, street address, the postcode we also have, and then the city, there we go, and then last but not least the country. There we have it. And then we can say save. We can enable this. And then the next step is where to send this user to, which flow, right? So if we take a look here, we should go with the automation trigger flow 3.2 user details. And there we have it. So if we take a look at this flow 3.2, you will see basically the exact same overview of what we have inside the other flow, but it will basically give confirmation of details received. Please confirm if these are the correct details. Here is an overview of your details. So we have the user details, like first name, last name, email, and then the shipping details, street address, postcode, city, and country. If they say, okay, those are correct, then we can go towards basically the checkout flow. If they say we want to change them, then we will go towards step 5 and update the user details. And if we take a look from 3.1, so if the user details already have these values, right, then we go with the exact same overview, ask them if they are still correct. If yes, we are going to the checkout. If no, we are going to change the details by sending the user towards that specific flow. If we take a look at the change details flow, right? So update the user details under step 5. Basically, we are just going to ask a question. Okay, no problem. What would you like to change first name? Make your selection from the options below. If they say all good now, they will go towards the output node. And if they say first name, last name, email, they will just be able to update them one by one until they want to go towards the checkout again. as you can see here, right? Under the 3.2, you will also see that we have the exact same forwarding towards that step 5. And soon as the user details have been updated, we can then go towards the checkout. In the next video, we will discuss how the checkout looks like. It's a really simple flow, but it contains several elements that are tied into the cart abandonment and the order confirmation flow. But we will cover that inside the next video. So let's hop on over and take a look there.